CBS Sports. Tradition, champions, and the pulsating world of the CBS Sports family. CBSSports.com, where fans live the game. And the CBS Sports Network. This is CBS Sports.
Oregon Tech coach Danny Miles is in his 41st year. His team is in the D2 championship game for the 4th time as they look for their 3rd national title. Rolly Massimino has Northwood in the title game in the program's 6th year, which was started by the legendary coach. It's the top seed against the 2nd seed for the national title tonight. Missouri on the College of the Ozarks campus, as tonight it's the NAIA Division II Men's Championship game between the Hustlin' Owls of Oregon Tech and the Seahawks of Northwood. And there's the head coach for Oregon Tech, Danny Miles, 970 wins in his 41st year as head coach there. And Rolly Massimino, his 37th year as a head coach, 687 victories. We've got a couple legendary coaches, and we're going to have a great game coming your way. Hi, everybody. Along with former UMKC head coach Rich Savosic, I'm Roger Twyble. It's great to be with you. Well, we've set up the coaches, Rich. What about the players?
Well, you've got a couple of very exciting players. The freshman explosive guard, Bobby Hunter, can do it all, but he's at his best, pushing the basketball, getting to the rim. A guy who is averaging over 21 points a game in this tournament, 32 in his 2nd round game. On the flip side, you got the versatile senior in Jonathan Dunn, 31 in his semis. He can do a little bit of everything. He rebounds the basketball, averaging almost 4 steals a game, almost 4 assists a game in this tournament.
These two teams playing for this prize, the Division II National Championship. The top seed, Northwood. The 2nd seed, Oregon Tech, for the NAIA Division II National Championship.
Turn left. The Passat is one of 9 Volkswagen models named a 2012 IIHS top safety pick. Not that we'd ever brag about it. Turn right. Come on. 9. Turn left. Hit the brakes. Huh. How'd that get there?
We can't hide how proud we are to have 9 2012 IIHS top safety picks. So we're celebrating with our Safety in Numbers event. That's the power of German engineering. Right now, lease the 2012 Passat for $219 a month.
Do you owe the IRS or state more than $10,000 in back taxes?
J.G. Wentworth says, get cash now for your structured settlement or annuity.
J.G. Wentworth, cash now?
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
J.G. Wentworth is right. It's my money, and I need it now.
It's my money, and I need it now.
It's my money, and I need it now.
Yeah, it's my money, and I need it now.
これは私のお金です。今すぐ必要なんです。
If you have a structured settlement or annuity, you already have the money you need. Just call J.G. Wentworth. They'll buy all or part of your settlement for a lump sum of cash. Call J.G. Wentworth now and use the money you already have. The call is free and there's no obligation.
It's my money, and I need it now.
Ahora.
Now.
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 Call now, 1-800-731-9410, 1-800-731-9410.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
1-800-731-9410.
If you've got IRS tax problems,
don't try to take on the government yourself.
Call the National Tax Help Center.
We're the National Tax Help Center, and we're going to deal with the IRS for you. If you have unpaid taxes of $10,000 or more, call right now.
The call and consultation were free.
We can remove penalty and interest charges for individuals and businesses. If you owe the IRS, they may legally take money from your paycheck every month, but we're not going to let that happen.
Call 1-800-221-6231.
NAIA Division II National Championship game. Danny Miles, what a career, 41 years as the head coach. And we're underway. Rolly Massimino, of course, coaching Northwood. Northwood 34-3 on the year. Oregon Tech 33-4. Oregon Tech in the dark uniforms.
Northwood is going to play a containment-type defense. They'll switch all screens, try and keep the ball in front of them.
That's Hunter. Can't get it to go. And Northwood comes up with the basketball. Mase Doumbé with the miss, and the rebound pulled down by Alex Zerbach. Clark 15, Hunter 23, Zerbach 33, Riddle 43, and Gamblin 45. The starters for the Hustlin' Owls of Oregon Tech. That's the New Zealander right there, and he can knock it down from outside as the first points of the game by David Clark.
It's a good sign for the Owls. Coach Miles said they needed to hit 9 or 10 when we talked to him earlier today. That's one.
Clark, a 43% three-point shooter. They go inside to Horseman, up and in. So the first basket there for Northwood by Patrick Horstman, 6'7" junior from Germany. And this is a international flavor to this game, Rich.
It certainly is. You've got players from France and Germany and down under in New Zealand, a couple of Australian guys. They go worldwide to bring in the best talent.
There's Rolly Massimino. Started this program 6 years ago. They've been to the national tournament every year. They were in the semis last year and this year in the finals. And the three from outside by Scotty Riddle won't go. Quickly to the other end. Doumbé! All right, Rich, what about defensively for Northwood? What are we looking at?
Well, Northwood is just going to try and contain you. They're not going to go for steals. They're going to switch screens and make you shoot jump shots with a hand in their face.
Ball race shot. Good look there by Jason Gamblin. Just underway. Tyrone Davis 2, Jonathan Dunn 3, Mase Doumbé 21, Patrick Horseman 33, and Cherno Agnew 35. The starters for Northwood. That's Horseman. And there's Dunn, the guy you talked about at the top.
He's a guy that has great experience, very explosive.
Offensive board won't go. Second try, and good finish right there by Patrick Horseman. His second basket. All right, on offense for Oregon Tech, what are we looking for?
Well, in transition, they want to get something for Hunter off the dribble, going to the basket. If not, they'll try and space the floor and let their shooters take it deep.
And as you can tell, every one of these guys is a three-point threat.
Well, don't be fooled by their size, because just because they're 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", doesn't mean they won't step outside. Kyle Gomez has checked into the game, number 13, 6'3" senior from Bly, Oregon. There's Riddle, 43. He's 32 years of age. He was the Oregon High School Player of the Year, his senior year in high school, went to junior college for a year, and then 11 years. As quickly, Tyrone Davis, the steal, and in. Pound for pound, one of the best players at any level in college basketball.
He's a junior from Fort Lauderdale, leads them in 3 different categories, and they list him at 5'6", maybe closer to 5'4", and there's an offensive foul on Bobby Hunter.
Check out the great anticipation by Tyrone Davis. Bobby Hunter doesn't come to meet it. Davis makes him pay. Roger, on the flip side, Oregon Tech is going to be a much more physical defensive team. They're going to try and get up into you, bump you off your cuts, and make it hand-to-hand combat in the half court.
Done for 3, can't get it to go, kept alive by Horseman, and Doumbé comes away with it. This will be interesting, the battle of the boards, because a little bit more size for Northwood.
They have the advantage size, but Oregon Tech all year long He's done a very good job of blocking out and winning the rebound battle.
Inside, Horseman can't get it to go. The rebound pulled away by Gamblin. Quickly, Hunter to the other end. Cross-court, Gomez measures the three. And Doumbé comes away with it quickly down to the other end. This is done. Can't get it to go. Great job by Doumbé to pull it away. And now they'll set it up out front with Tyrone Davis. This young man, a 4-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. Tops in the country.
Unbelievable. He is just so intelligent.
Steal right there by Clark. This is a young guy you know a lot about. You were recruiting a teammate of his in New Zealand.
And I happened to see David Clark play back when he was a junior at Westlake High School in Auckland, New Zealand. Excellent pass.
And Bobby Hunter with his first two, averaging over 20 points a game on the year. Terrific defender. Just a freshman out of Reno, Nevada. Northwood with the lead. Ball knocked loose. Look at this battle. Hunter can't get it. Clark the follow it in.
Oh, if you're a young player, that's a great teaching point. Don't give up on the play. Don't assume your teammate's going to make it. Clark hustling for the two.
Oregon Tech with the lead, 9-8. 14 minutes left to go first half. Davis thought about it from outside. Will take it inside. Ooh, what a move right there by Tyrone Davis.
Size doesn't matter to him. It's about speed and quickness.
Rolly Massimino said his key for his defense tonight, keep Oregon Tech under 58 points.
Well, that means you cannot give them three-pointers.
That was Gamblin for three. That's what I say. The guys that play the post, they'll step out and shoot the three. That's the great thing about this level of basketball.
If you're playing for Danny Miles, you better be able to shoot the basketball, whether you're the point or the center.
Fall-away shot in and out right there by Cherno Agnew. There's Riddle. I was telling you about him. 32 years of age. Father of three. Hunter, that's a two. Can't get it to go. And Agnew pulls down the rebound.
This is what makes Tyrone Davis so good. He realized didn't have numbers. He pulls it back out. He's controlling tempo for Northwood.
Agnew kicks it back outside to Doumbé. 5 on the shot clock. Step back three. In and out. And Hamblin the rebound. Gamblin, excuse me. Clark won't go in the battle over there, and Davis comes away with it. This game is moving right along.
It really is. Oregon Tech doing a good job in transition, getting back.
Northwood very patient right now. That's done. Fall-away shot by Horseman won't go. And the rebound pulled down by Jason Gamblin, 6'6" junior from Harriman, Utah. And we got a timeout, 11:31 left to go in the first half. And Oregon Tech with a 12-10 advantage. 7 lead changes so far. And Rich, what do you take away from this first 8.5 minutes here?
Well, initially, it looked like Northwood was going to pound the ball inside. And then the last couple of possessions, they were a little impatient. They had Horseman on the block, didn't get him the ball, and settled for a jump shot. Oregon Tech, though, they're doing a good job running their offense, getting what they want. You know, there's a couple of times where they didn't score on a wide open three, but they're getting good looks.
There's Oregon Tech, Klamath Falls, Oregon, down in Southern Oregon. Enrollment of 3918. And then Northwood in West Palm Beach, Florida, just 800 students. And of course, last year in the semis, they lost to the eventual champion Cornerstone. In 6 years for this basketball program, and Rolly Massimino's done an outstanding job. Right now, his team trails by 2. Josh Johnson, 55, has checked into the game. He'll take the shot. A freshman from Perth, Australia. And also into the game is Bryant Setman, 31, a senior from Cottage Grove, Oregon. And Jordan Kiley right there, 11, has checked in. And wow, I'll tell you, this kid is tough to guard. Tyrone Davis with his 3rd basket.
You're not going to guard him one-on-one. You're going to need some help side rotation to keep him from penetrating to the basket.
Noah Keaton, 5, has checked in now for Northwood. $10 on the shot clock. That's Sentman, outstanding athlete. The miss there, gets his own miss back, kicks it back outside. And the shot will not go down there by Jordan Kiley. And here comes Northwood. Looks like Northwood has made a pretty good effort trying to get the ball inside there. They throw it away. And Hunter on the wing. Gomez. Kiley. I'll go ahead and take it. And Gomez comes crashing in and commits the foul. We got a timeout on the floor. 9:58 left to go in the first half, and we are tied at 12.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Learn more at NAIA.org.
It's no wonder College of the Ozarks makes national headlines. Instead of piling up debt, students work for their education. Its Convocation series attracts world leaders to campus.
Students here understand the meaning of work ethic and patriotism.
And it doesn't just host a national basketball tournament, they are champions. For more than a degree, but an education for life, visit Hardwork U.
It's your time to reconnect. Your shared adventure. Your moment to be fabulous. Your effortless escape. It's all about you. And it only happens in Branson. Branson, it's your show. Low-cost flights on AirTran, Frontier, and Allegiant now available. Visit explorebranson.com.
Oregon Tech, Northwood all tied up at 12 here in this NAIA Division II championship game. Coming up next is the NAIA Division II women's championship game as College of the Ozarks will take on Northwestern College from Iowa. You can see this next only on CBS Sports Network. All the folks here, Rich, are really excited about the women's team, and Northwood had to play College of the Ozarks.
And I can tell you, Roger, that
first round game, right?
One of the toughest games in the tournament. It was the first round game, and it was packed and definitely a home crowd. So a great win for Northwood. Oregon Tech comes out in the 3-2 zone.
Dunn kicks it out to Horstman on the wing. Shots are not falling, but Dunn, the offensive board. And that will send us to another quick timeout.
Well, they're going to get their breath.
Yeah. 9:39 to go. First half. We'll be right back.
The track is the perfect place to spend the entire day or just hang out for a few hours.
Wooden and plastic go-kart tracks, super soaker bumper boats, laser tag, kids rides, the list goes on and on. If you're looking for thrills, check out
Heavy Metal High Ride. It's a monster. So what are you waiting for?
Your adventure to fun is just a phone call or click away.
Everybody remembers the shot. But what about the pass? No pass, no shot. You need a special kind of player to get the ball exactly where it needs to be, exactly when it needs to be there. That changes the game. And that is what we do.
Welcome back. Oregon Tech won this title in 04 and 08, lost in the final in 98, and Rich, this is how they've moved through to the final this year.
But and you'll notice in that third round game against St. Francis, 100 points, 11 threes, and they have averaged 9 threes a game in the tournament. Northwood, anytime you got to play the home team in the first round, it's difficult, but they have pretty much manhandled everybody on their way to the finals.
Dunn at the free throw line. 80% on the season. This is the first one there. This Northwood team has really shot the ball exceptionally well. 51% from the floor so far in the tournament. That's the best of any team. Tonight a little cool from the field, but they're doing a good job on the boards.
Well, a lot of that has to do with Oregon Tech is a very physical defensive team.
Loose ball. And here come the Seahawks. Dunn kicks it to the far side. That's Horseman. Good inside out so far.
Very good swing, very good swing. The first time in about 5 or 6 possessions, they actually went side to side, got the defense to move.
Dunn with just that one free throw so far. 4 on the shot clock. Davis will take the three from the corner, and right before the buzzer. Tyrone Davis now with 9 points, and Northwood with the lead. Quickly with the answer, Jason Gamblin.
Gamblin, the former construction worker who went back to college and is making the most of it.
And he's 26, so they've got a 32-year-old and a 26-year-old in their starting lineup.
Average age of their starting lineup, 24 and a half.
It's a veteran team.
So they have experience.
Davis kicks it to the corner. Air ball thrown up there by Noah Keaton. And here comes Gomez the other way. Loses it. Davis, the bounce pass to Dunn and in. First field goal for Dunn.
Davis is not just a coach on the floor, he's a head coach on the floor. Love the way he waited for his teammate.
18-14. Northwood, the 4-point lead, 7:45 left to go in a very fast first half. That was a three, won't go. Hunter tries to follow, and the rebound pulled down by Keaton. So Gamblin, who's had the hot hand with 7 points, missed it from three-point land there. And Davis really runs the show, takes care of the basketball. And there's Dunn, the senior from Toledo, Ohio. Controlling the tempo here, Rich.
Oh, it's fantastic.
5 on the shot clock. And good defense by Oregon Tech right there. Got a timeout. 6:59 left to go first half. Northwood with a 4-point advantage over Oregon Tech.
Wherever your daily life takes you, Sodexo takes care of you. Sodexo, making every day a better day.
You can't expect the world to be this quiet. Unless, of course, you're in the all-new Buick Verano. Quiet Tune technology. It's unprecedented and unexpected luxury in a car this size.
And welcome back. Want to remind you tonight at 11 Eastern Time, we have the PBR Highlight Show presented by Las Vegas from Detroit, Michigan. You can see a recap of this past weekend show from Detroit tonight at 11 Eastern Time only on CBS Sports Network. 18-14, Northwood with the 4-point advantage over Oregon Tech, the top 2 seeds in this NAIA Division II National Championship game. You know, Rich, it's interesting. So far in the game, Dunn with 1 field goal to 3 points, Hunter with just 2. It's been Gamblin for Oregon Tech and Davis for Northwood so far for the score.
Well, credit that attention to detail of scouting reports. Try and take out the top guys, make an off-brand player beat you.
Good defensive play right there by Dunbay as Gamblin tried to go inside. Now from the corner, the 3 will not go by Tracy Parks, who just checked into the game. And foul's going to be on Noah Keaton. That's his first.
Roger, one of the things that Northwood has done an excellent job thus far is they haven't fouled. I mean, you got a guy like Bobby Hunter who's averaged almost 7 free throw attempts a game, and right now Northwood with only 2 fouls.
Riddle loses it, gets it back. Clark hit the early 3, but have not heard from him since. That's Kyle Gomez, very aggressive player. A lot of energy, high arching shot, won't go, and Davis comes away with the rebound. Under 6 minutes left to go in this fast-moving first half, and Northwood with a 4-point lead. Agnew there, number 35. Parks on the baseline, blocked there by Riddle, and here comes Hunter. Pull up for 3. Can't get it to go, and Agnew with the rebound.
Excellent transition defense by Northwood, forced the 3-point jump shot.
Riddle doing a good job defensively on Dunbay. Nice help defense right there. And then on the baseline, the foul's going to be called. That's going to be on Scotty Riddle.
Foul number 43, Scotty Riddle, his first, team 4th.
And that'll send Tracy Parks to the free throw line where he misses the first one. Sentman checks back in for Oregon Tech.
Parks is one of those. Sorry there, Raj. Yeah. Tracy Parks, one of those 3 juniors who will graduate in the spring and return as graduate students, as seniors. Outstanding student athlete.
Northwood 76% free throw shooting team on the year. They lead it by 5. With David Clark, 6'3" junior from Auckland, New Zealand. He's 43% three-point shooter. He's guarded by Dunn. The floater, and off the glass and good by Kyle Gomez. His first 2. In their semifinal win against Davenport, he had 11 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 steals. Didn't shoot it very well, 3 of 16, but the rebounding, the steals, and there's going to be an offensive foul there on Jonathan Dunn.
One thing that Coach Miles had said about Gomez, you can't take him off the floor even when he's not making shots because he does all the little things. And right there is a perfect example, taking the charge on Dunn.
Inside, good look. And put it up and in right there, Jason Gamblin. So he's been a go-to guy so far with 9 points. And we got a 1-point game with 4 minutes left to go in the first half.
Coach Massimino wanted the game in the 50s, and right now he's got the pace.
3 won't go from outside by Horseman, but once again, good job rebounding. And Doumbé can't get it to go, still battling, and finally Hunter comes away with it. Bounce pass to Gomez. Oh, it stays there forever. And Clark hustles to the ball. And the reach-in foul by Patrick Horstman. Timeout, 3:23 left to go in the first half. We got a 1-point game.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaia.org.
All year long, the farmer owners of Highland Dairy give your family the local, farm-fresh quality you deserve. What else could you ask for? How about a healthful and economical source of calcium and vitamin D with absolutely no added growth hormones and an average cost of about 25 cents per serving? That's the local quality and value of Highland.
Highland, it's a splash of fresh flavor.
Dixie Stampede is taking the rivalry up a notch with the all-new Rumble in the Treetops. Skilled lumberjacks climb, saw, chop, and log roll their way to victory as this new live action show unfolds right before your eyes. You'll enjoy a fabulous 4-course feast. All the skills, all the thrills, and all of you together.
Don't be late for supper.
Welcome back. Along with Rich Savosic, I'm Roger Twibel. Rolly Massimino, the 77-year-old head coach of Northwood, and found out as we take a look at the Division II NAIA Coaches of the Year, Rolly last year, that it was discovered he had lung cancer, had a tumor on his lung, surgery last September. He was out for 2.5 months. Just last week, he got a clean bill of health until his next checkup in 6 months. So he seems to be doing really good.
If I'm looking that good at 77, I'll be very happy.
1-point game. The Seahawks of Northwood with a lead over Oregon Tech, and Clark, the 3 won't go, and Gomez pulls down the rebound. He's a tough guy, I'll tell you what. He's a lot of fun to watch, a high-energy kid.
Got to be a tough guy to be a javelin champion.
And they're going to call Hunter with a foul.
Number 23, Robert Hunter.
Second foul on Hunter. So, Rich, 2:45 left to go in the first half. 1-point game. Give me your thoughts about who's controlling things here.
Well, right now, Northwood is really controlling it. And what they were most efficient at early was getting the ball inside the Horsemen, and they've kind of went away from that and have had trouble scoring a basketball.
Well, we just saw they went outside, and Horseman took a 3 there and missed it. Gomez thought about the 3, takes it inside and loses it. Agnew comes up with it. And Davis, he really runs the show, doesn't he?
He certainly does. You know, a lot of guys would force the action if you have equal numbers. He's a guy who understands time, score, and situation. Don't have numbers, pull it out, run the offense.
Hunter's guarding Agnew right now. It's a real height mismatch. 5 on the shot clock.
You got
Horseman fall away. Can't get it to go. Northwood gets it done underneath. Sends it outside, and here they go. They'll set it up again. 1:35 left to go in the half. 19-12 on the boards. Northwood leads it so far.
Well, the one downside of that is Northwood hasn't been able to capitalize on offensive rebounds.
Agnew misses the 3, and they are cold from three-point land. Hunter's going to try the 3. Doumbé blocked it. Sentiment over on the side. Tough shot there. Won't go, and Davis comes away with it.
A lot of black jerseys back. Makes the right decision again.
Less than a minute to go first half. Northwood leads it 19-18. And Rolly Massimino wants a timeout. There's Danny Miles, the head coach at Oregon Tech. 41 years as the head basketball coach. He's also been the head baseball coach there. He's also been the head softball coach. He's been an assistant football coach. He was the athletic director for a number of years. He has 3 sons, one of whom is now the baseball coach at Oregon Tech. All 3 of his sons played Division I college basketball. And Danny, by the way, at Southern Oregon, where he went to college, was an outstanding 3-sport star and holds a record for pass completion percentage in a year. He completed 77% one year at Southern Oregon, which still stands to this day. So just a remarkable run. 41 years, 970 wins at Oregon Tech. Now 50 seconds remaining in the first half. 18 on the shot clock right now. And Northwood leads it by 1. Tyrone Davis has been running the show. Trying to find somebody inside. 5 on the shot clock. Dunn inside, and they're going to call him for traveling. So coming out of the timeout, Northwood can't get anything together offensively. And a couple of subs now checking in. Hunter back in and Riddle back in.
Roger, one of the plays that Oregon Tech likes to run is the fade screen for David Clark, trying to get him a 3 coming off the screen, fading to the wing. So we'll see if Oregon Tech elects to do that, or maybe Bobby Hunter trying to create for his teammates.
Sounds good. Now 10 seconds. Hunter. Double team, kicked it back outside, and there's a foul on Dunn. Oh, goodness. That's the second. 1.9 remaining. And Noah Keaton will check in, and Dunn will sit down after picking up his second.
Roger, you got a situation. You have one more foul to give, so Northwood could foul on the inbounds pass.
And trying to go over to Gomez in the corner, the ball's thrown away. So now Northwood will have an opportunity with 1.9. What's your 1.9 play there, Rich?
Throw it to Doumbé right at the top of the key. Let him tip it to a teammate or turn and shoot it, a la Christian Leitner.
There it goes. Doumbé, the turn, the shot. Oh, off the front of there. Good call, Rich. It's the reason you're a head coach all those years. At halftime, Northwood with a 19-18 lead over Oregon Tech in this Division II NAIA National Championship game. And let's send it over to Rich Savosic and Rolly Massimino.
Coach, you were able to keep the pace of the game the way you like it.
Yes.
Do you credit your defense on that?
Well, I think our defense is playing very, very well. But they're a very good team. They're patient. They bring the clock down to 10, 15 seconds, and then they go to the basket.
Offensively, Patrick Horseman started the game with a couple of quick baskets. Any changes in the second half to try and get him on track?
Yes, well, we're going to try to get him the ball inside a little bit more. He doesn't usually miss as many shots as he has, but and John Dunn got to get himself on track a little bit, and we'll be okay, I think. It's been a great half.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks.
All right, Rich, thank you very much. Low-scoring first half here at the NAIA Division II National Championship game. Northwood leads Oregon Tech 19-18. We're going to be going to our New York studios after this.
It's your family celebration. Your thrilling discovery. Your cue to kick it up a notch. Your moment to make a splash. It's all about you, and it only happens in Branson. Branson, it's your show. Experience zip lines, jet skis, and shopping. Plan your trip at explorebranson.com.
It's no wonder College of the Ozarks makes national headlines. Instead of piling up debt, students work for their education. Its Convocation series attracts world leaders to campus.
Students here understand the meaning of work ethic and patriotism.
And it doesn't just host a national basketball tournament, they are champions. For more than a degree, but an education for life, visit Hard Work U.
Do you owe the IRS or state more than $10,000 in back taxes?
What do you get when you become a Citi Thank You Premier Card member? 30,000 points when you spend $2,000. That's right, 30,000 Thank You Reward points. And what can you get with those 30,000 points?
I got this Toshiba flat screen TV.
I redeemed my points for a Canon digital camera to take on vacation.
We used our points to get $300 in gift cards for our nephews.
In addition to 30,000 thank you points, you also get a companion airline ticket on us right away. And another airline ticket every year after that. Call 800-375-7318 now. Become a card member and you'll earn 30,000 thank you points plus airline tickets. And you'll earn 2 points for every dollar spent on dining and travel in your first 12 months. Plus, no annual fee for the first year. There are no point caps, no expiration on points, and no blackout dates. Call 800-375-7318 today for your Citi Thank You Premier Card. Or visit citi.com/rewards.
Attention homeowners, we know it's tough out there. If you're falling behind on your mortgage, facing foreclosure, or if your home is now worth less than what you owe, we may be able to help. If paying your mortgage has become difficult, even if you're not late, we may be able to help you. NMHC is a service that connects struggling homeowners with companies trained to take advantage of the government incentive plan. Your rate may be adjusted to as low as just 2%, and your mortgage may be cut in half. Call 1-800-556-3073 right now.
At the half. All right, we are at the half between Oregon Tech and Northwood in the NAIA Division II Men's Championship out at College of the Ozarks. Adam Zucker here alongside Wally Zerbiak, Mateen Cleaves, and Steve Lapis, who was with Raleigh Massimino back in '85 when they won a Division I title at Villanova. 27 years later, Steve, going after another one.
How about that? He is a tremendous basketball coach, and you got to wish nothing but the best for Coach Massimino. Has a chance to have won a national championship in Division I and an NAIA national championship. No one's done that.
No one, and they're halfway to doing it, up by 1 right now. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half of our game out in Point Lookout, Missouri, and Tyrone Davis leading the way here for Northwood. Mateen getting his hand in there.
Ooh, little big man, short in size, but got a big heart.
Seahawks lead by 3, but Jason Gamblin's taking a chance.
There's the big man stepping out, knocking down the 3.
And Davis, he gets into these shots.
He does, but Roley likes the pace of this game, nice and slow. He's the best at that.
19-18 so far at the break. Over in the NIT, a Division I of NCAA, Chaz Williams hitting the runner for UMass against Mississippi State, who's got stars like Arnett Moultrie, Duncan one home. But Wally, UMass can hit the threes. Here's Williams.
Chaz Williams stepping up. Puzzling to me that Mississippi State is not in the NCAA. Big letdown. They didn't perform this year.
And they're not performing tonight. Vincent with another three right there. UMass up 11 right now on Mississippi State. And at the first four in Dayton, Western Kentucky, and Mississippi Valley State, the Delta Devils, who have come in winners of 20 of the last 21, have a 23-19 lead at the break right now. Steve, your thoughts on the game there that is tipping off the NCAA tournament?
You know, obviously, I think a lot of nerves in this game. Western Kentucky 9 for 25 from the field in the first half. Mississippi Valley State not much better. Tanga Cole, though, this kid from Oklahoma State looks like he has a chance to really impact this game. He's the biggest guy out there.
7.7 boards so far.
Yes, it is a lot of nerves. The president is in town. These guys seem a little nervous, but Western Kentucky, young team, they need to slow down. They got 12 turnovers right now. They got to slow down, change the pace of the game, get better looks on the offensive end, and to give themselves a chance to win this game in the second half. I agree. These teams must be real nervous. 0 for 8 from the three-point line for Mississippi Valley State. They're still winning, and 1 for 5 from the three for Western Kentucky. Whatever team can just relax, get their legs under them, start making some shots, going to come away with the win.
All right, that one at the half right now. The winner has the wonderful distinction of playing Kentucky in a couple of days in Louisville. When you look at the bracket out there in the South region, they'll be matched up with Kentucky, which for Western Kentucky would be a short drive to Louisville. Also, for Mississippi Valley State, Sean Woods is the head coach. He was a star at Kentucky. He hit the shot that gave Kentucky the lead before Christian Laettner's famous bucket. But Lapis, looking at this top half of the South region, what jumps out at you?
Well, Kentucky obviously is a tremendous team. We know that. But who are they going to play in the second game? Now, I think Iowa State's going to give Connecticut all they want. But if Connecticut wins that game, I'll tell you right now, there's going to be paranoia in Big Blue country because they're going to be playing against a team that is just about as talented as they are.
The best second round game for me, by far, Iowa State, UConn. What a game this is going to be. So many storylines, so intriguing. How are the defending national champs going to respond after having a tough year? Can they turn it on like they did last year in the tournament? That's going to be a fun one.
Against Royce White and Tyrus McGee.
Yep, and we all know about Kentucky, but I like Indiana. Coach Crane is really good at the X's and O's, and Cody Zeller is a big-time player, big freshman, Big Ten freshman of the year, really good player. Watch out for him.
And here you go, Tom Crean. You know, it wasn't going to be overnight, but he has what seems like quickly now made this team into a big-time contender.
Well, he's got three classes in the program now. That's when you can expect your program to be good. He got Oladipo, he's got Jordan Hall's a very good point guard, and Zeller's been that last piece.
All right, so we'll see how it all unfolds there in the NCAA tournament. But that is all for now from here in New York. The second half from Point Lookout, Missouri is on the way. Enjoy the rest.
This has been AT&T at the half. Get it faster with 4G. Rethink possible.
The Titans are breaking free. That will mean the end of the world.
Perseus, win.
What are you waiting for?
Of the Titans. Rated PG-13. Experience it in IMAX 3D March 30th.
Your American dream is out there. Go get it. Dreams don't come easy. So put on your work boots, fire up your laptop, pour yourself a cup of coffee, because there's going to be some late nights. American Family Insurance is your American dream insurance. We protect more than your home, your car, your business, your life. We protect your dream. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it.
American Family Insurance.
Hey, Eddie, where's she going now?
Looks like the dry cleaner.
Dry cleaner.
The dry cleaner.
Dry cleaner.
The all-new Buick Verona gives you Pandora music streaming.
You guys are on.
It started with a whistle.
So your music goes wherever you go. It's unexpected luxury in a car this size.
I can't believe she's listening to that noise.
CBS Sports Network has the greatest lacrosse players in the world. The stars of the indoor game in the NLL. and the best field lacrosse athletes in the MLL.
The long windup and shot from a long pole Merrill, and he scores.
The NLL premieres April 7th, and the MLL coming in June. CBS Sports Network, the new home of professional lacrosse.
We picked a great seafood place. We do have one warning, though. It's a tad bit pricey. And hopefully we caught the chef on a good night. Fingers crossed. Cannot wait to go to
Every time we go out with your friends.
Golden Corral's pan-seared seafood and more is one incredible value. It's all the delicious tropical tilapia and shrimp scampi you want. It's also non-stop new sirloin beef tips, hand breaded calamari, and more. All on our endless dinner buffet, still for one low price. Golden Corral. Help yourself to happiness.
And welcome back here to Point Lookout, Missouri, on the campus of the College of the Ozarks. It's the NAIA Division II championship game between Northwood and Oregon Tech. At halftime, Northwood with a 1-point lead, along with former UMKC coach Rich Savosic. I'm Roger Twyble. Great to be with you. Low-scoring first half. You know, one of the issues with a national championship game in a tournament like this is, Rich, 5th game in 6 days.
Well, and what goes first are your legs. Both teams playing with a short bench. 1 for 10, 2 for 12 are what the two teams are shooting from the three-point line. It's about legs. Got to get them back in the second half.
Let's take a look at some of the action from the first half here.
Well, on the run out, Dunn hits Doumbé, running the lane, and then Davis off the dribble. The quickness, got to get help when Tyrone Davis has the ball out front, because he's getting all the way to the rim if it's one-on-one. And on the flip side, David Clark started off well with a 3, and then Bobby Hunter with a steal, and a great hustle play by Clark, cleaning up the mess. But it was the big fella, Gamblin, stepping outside, and then showing, hey, I can go inside and score as well.
Let's check out the stats, and the thing that jumps out there, those 3-point field goals, 2 of 12 and 1 of 10. These are two teams that really shoot the ball exceptionally well. I mean, Oregon Tech, 49% field goal percentage, 39% from three-point land on the season. The rebound advantage right there to Northwood, but you see, it was just a real struggle for these two teams in the first half to find the basket.
You know, it was interesting. Both teams took good care of the basketball, few turnovers, and they got some good looks. But again, it's about getting your legs into it and getting ready to shoot it. Well, you know what? They got the rest of the year to rest. So they're going at it in the second half.
And we'll be back with the second half of this national championship game with Northwood leading Oregon Tech right after this.
Everybody remembers the shot. But what about the pass? No pass, no shot. You need a special kind of player to get the ball exactly where it needs to be, exactly when it needs to be there. That changes the game. And that is what we do.
Do you owe the IRS or state more than $10,000 in back taxes? I'm Max from Blue Tax. Since this country was founded, people have always had tax problems. At Blue Tax, we can help.
Haha, thanks, Max.
Our team of tax professionals can remove wage garnishments fast.
Thank you, Blue Tax.
And help recover bank levies lightning quick.
Oh, thank you, Max.
We'll stop all collection activity and negotiate a settlement on your entire tax debt. With Blue Tax, you could end up paying way less than you owe. Call Blue Tax right now at 888-566-9301 for a free consultation. That's 888-566-9301. 888-566-9301. Or visit us on the web at bluetax.com. And remember, you heard it from me, Max at Blue Tax. Wow!
We now offer phone service as low as $1.70 a month with Magic Jack Plus. That's $19.95 a year. $19.95 a year. No computer needed. Nothing changes. And now keep your old phone number. Get Magic Jack Plus at Radio Shack.
Come on, Dad.
I'm here to unleash my inner cowboy. Instead, I got heartburn.
Hold up, partner. Pronosic isn't for fast relief. Try Alka-Seltzer. Kills heartburn fast.
Yeehaw!
Welcome back. Northwood with the lead at halftime. Let's send it to Rich Zavosic and Oregon Tech head coach Danny Miles.
Coach, in that first half, Bobby Hunter struggled from the floor. Anything different in the second half to get him on track?
Well, you know, the little guy's a pretty good defender, but we got to move without the ball with Bobby, and he'll do a better job this half.
Northwood had the bestie on the offensive glass. Any changes in the second half?
Oh, we just got to do a better job screening out. You know, we're giving away a lot of inches and quickness, but we're hanging in there. If we can just knock down some shots, we got a shot.
Good luck, Coach. Thank you.
All right, Rich, thank you very much. I mean, both of these teams, boy, it was just a struggle from the floor in that first half, as you saw with those halftime statistics. So we'll see what happens in the final 20 minutes. A national championship on the line. Oregon Tech, the winners of this NAIA Division II championship in 04 and 08, and Northwood, who last year made it to the semifinals, lost in the semis to eventual national champion Cornerstone. Just the 6th year of the program. Rich, your thoughts, what you think we might see here in the second half?
Well, I think you're going to see some spacing from Oregon Tech, try and get Bobby Hunter some freedom to get to the basket. If you're Northwood, you just got to continue to keep the pace, run when you have the opportunity, slow it down in the half court, try and get it inside the Horsemen.
You had mentioned that at the end of the first half, and the other thing is we heard from Rolly Massimino to get done untracked, and he took the three and missed, and the foul called underneath. The foul's going to be on Kyle Gomez.
The key for Dunn and Hunter, who both struggled in the first half, is to try not to force the action. Try and get into the game by doing other things, whether it's an assist, whether it's steal, whether it's a rebound.
Mase Doumbé with 9 rebounds in that first half, and Northwood did a great job on the boards. Horseman receives the inbound pass. There's Tyrone Davis, the junior from Fort Lauderdale. Outstanding point guard. Agnes 35. Dunn. Doumbé. And in. A little contact inside, but no call. Just a little contact.
Well, he might have been inside that arc.
And quickly to the other end, that was Scotty Riddle. You get the sense in his first 2 points, you get the sense that Oregon Tech would like to move it up and down the floor.
Well, they were unable to get any easy transition baskets in the first half. So make or miss, they're going to push the ball here in the second half.
Horseman to Davis on top. Knocked away. Hunter's got it. Wide open, and the finish. Second hoop for Bobby Hunter, and Oregon Tech takes the lead at 22-21. Great hustle out on top there, Rich.
Well, it certainly wasn't, and it was started by great help side defense. They closed down the driving lane on Davis.
They've got Gomez guarding Dunn right now. This is going to be a really interesting matchup.
This is going to be fun.
And Dunn able to draw the foul. That's going to be the 3rd on Gomez.
Foul number 13. Kyle Gomez, his 3rd.
And that will send Dunn to the line. You know, the semifinal game, Northwood hit 9 out of 23s against McPherson. And in the first half here tonight, 1 out of 10. What a difference a night makes, huh?
Well, you get a little tighter when it's a championship game. You get a little tired, as we talked about before. Look for the second half to be a little bit different.
Dunn, the 80% free throw shooter, has made 3 out of 4 now. He's got 5 points. And it's back to a 1-point lead for Northwood. Clark for 3. Whoa, and the defender, Dunn, was right in his face. David Clark, his second tray. He's got 8. Wide open for three. Davis can't get it to go. Zerback got that rebound, and now Clark will bring it down and set it up. Inside, good look in there, but Davis came away with the steal.
Can't bring the ball down with the little Rugrats around.
Man, he's fun to watch. Dunn, fall away. Oh, tough shot right there by Jonathan Dunn. Tied at 25. Boy, some good individual matchups here, Rich.
It certainly is, and Davis has done an excellent job on Hunter. As Coach Miles mentioned, hey, Davis is a good defensive player. It's not like Bobby Hunter isn't trying to get open and score the ball.
Riddle sends it inside, fall-away shot. Oh, that's a beauty right there by Jason Gamblin. Well, he has been solid. Gamblin now with 11. 6'6" junior out of Harriman, Utah. Rich mentioned earlier, went in the construction business after high school, was doing really well. Got laid off, went to junior college, played a couple years, finishing up at Salt Lake Community College, and then transferred to Oregon Tech. What a spin move, but blocked! And oh goodness, boy, as Horseman went up, they're going to call the foul, but that looked like a couple of good blocks right there.
Jonathan held with the rodeo shot, shooting it off the opposite foot. And a great spin move.
Foul on Gamblin.
That looked pretty good up top, Roger.
Horseman, and he misses the first one. .70% free throw shooter on the year. Able to make the second one. And Noah Keaton, a senior from Stanford, Kentucky, comes into the game. And Horseman will take a seat, the 6'7" junior from Germany. 27-26, Oregon Tech with a 1-point lead. 16 minutes left to go in this national championship game. Riddle, baseline jumper. Can't get it, but Zerback kept it alive. One of those little things right there, Rich, that we saw with Zerback just keeping the ball alive. Missed from outside, but the offensive rebound, and Jason Gamblin. Right place, right time.
Well, another halftime adjustment. We talked about Northwood winning the battle of the boards in the first half. Thus far in the second half, it's been Oregon Tech on the offensive glass.
And a 3-point lead for the Hustlin' Owls. They used to be known just as the Owls, as Dunn takes the three, can't get it to go, and Hunter gets it. And Danny Miles, trying to put some energy into his program, said, I want my guys hustling. And they changed the nickname to the Hustlin' Owls.
And they play hard, and they're hustling all the time.
Timeout on the floor. 29-26, 3-point lead for Oregon Tech.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaia.org.
Which month would I lose to get more in March? More of this? January?
Yeah, definitely January.
And welcome back. Want to remind you, next Tuesday at 6 Eastern time, we have the women's NAIA Division I championship game from Frankfort, Kentucky. We'll see if Union University from Tennessee will meet Azusa Pacific for the 3rd straight year in the championship game. You can see this contest next Tuesday at 6 Eastern only on CBS Sports Network. 29-26 Oregon Tech with a 3-point lead. Horseman is checked back into the game for Northwood, and coming into the game for Oregon Tech, number 55, Josh Johnson. Sentman also in there, number 31 for Oregon Tech. Hunter, guarded by Dunn. Zerback, and in. Alex Zerback, 6'5" junior from Covington, Washington.
Great movement that time. They found the mismatch. Davis trying to cover Zerback.
Dunn, off the window and in. Dunn now with 9 points. Clark for 3. Hits! Nothing but net right there for the young man from Auckland, New Zealand, David Clark. His 3rd tray, and it's a 6-point Oregon Tech lead.
You cannot let him get his feet set. You got to make him put it on the floor if you're Northwood.
Agnew, turnaround shot. And the foul is going to be on Clark, his first.
Here's the first possession. They recognize the mismatch. You got Davis trying to cover Zerback on the switch. They take advantage. And then on the swing, you cannot let Clark have an open look. You must make him put it on the floor.
Cherno Agnew, 6'7" junior from Germany. Rolly told us the best defender on the team. Got the free throws there. 4-point lead for Tech.
Roger, Oregon Tech has went to a more wide open offense. They've taken the post man out of it so that they can space the floor and make Northwood chase him.
Hunter working on Davis. And in. Tough move right there by Bobby Hunter. Young man who was co-player of the year in Nevada his senior year of high school. Out of Reno. Dunn. Horseman keeps it alive.
Horseman is so smart. Realized he couldn't catch it, tips it to a teammate.
6-point Oregon Tech lead. 13 minutes left to go. Davis had the good look. And, well, before the shot, foul was on Josh Johnson.
His first.
As Gomez will check back in along with Gamblin and Jordan Kiley. Outscoring Northwood 18-11 in the second half. And a whistle on the inbounds. And Gamblin just picked up his 3rd, so Gamblin has 3 and Gomez has 3.
A little foul trouble here in the second half with a deep bench, or excuse me, with a short bench. That could be a problem.
Davis averaging 6 points a game, but more importantly, at 4-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. What a nice move by Doumbé, but he can't finish it. Well, they've had 3 or 4 chances there at the basket where they look like they should just be able to lay the basketball in or just go ahead and jam it.
Well, you've gotten great looks, so it's not the offense. You just have to finish.
Inside, Hunter, and in. He's so strong. Bobby Hunter now with 8. And we got a timeout, and Oregon Tech, their biggest lead. They lead at 38-30. 12-18 left to go in this Division II National Championship game.
Wherever your daily life takes you, Sodexo takes care of you. Sodexo, making every day a better day.
Embarrassed by a prostate exam? Imagine how your doctor feels. As a urologist, I have performed 9,421.5 prostate exams. So why do I do it? Because I get paid. And on this side of the glove, I know prostate exams can save lives. So if you are a man over 50, talk to your doctor to see if a prostate exam is right for you. If we can do it, so can you. ZBS cares.
Danny Miles has won 970 games. It's halftime adjustments. Cut down a driving lane. Hunter gets a steal and a deflection. Go inside to the big fella gambling and then space it for Clark. And then the spacing in the backdoor cut by Hunter. Halftime adjustments have turned this game in Oregon Tech's favor.
38-30, 8-point lead, the biggest lead of the night for Oregon Tech. 12:15 left to go.
Oregon Tech out of the timeout, shows a 3-2 zone, little matchup.
Pull up in the lane, and getting the roll is Tyrone Davis. He's got 11.
Roger, they're just daring him to shoot the basketball from the perimeter. He's got to step up and make some of those, just like he did on that possession.
Hunter in the corner. Will take the three. Now make it a 2. Make it a 2 for Bobby Hunter. And that is his 4th field goal of the half. He's got 10 points. So Bobby Hunter, who's a terrific scorer, talking to Coach Danny Miles yesterday, averages 20 points a game, gets to the line over 200 times this year, can really create. He's starting to get hot, done the pull-up, won't go, and the rebound by Gomez. Back to an 8-point lead for Oregon Tech as we approach the 11-minute mark.
Roger, the spacing in the half court has totally taken away help side and created opportunities for guys like Hunter.
And that foul's going to be on Horseman as we got a timeout, 10:49 left to go. The NAIA Division II National Championship game.
Daktronics is recognized worldwide as a leading scoreboard and electronic display company. Thousands of schools and sports facilities count on Daktronics for innovative, reliable products that add excitement and entertainment. For any sport, for any level of competition, for any size arena or stadium, give your fans even more to cheer about with a Daktronics scoreboard and display system. Daktronics is proud to be the official scoreboard, timer, video, message center, and stats software provider of the NAIA.
The Track Family Fun Park. The track is the perfect place to spend the entire day or just hang out for a few hours. Wooden and classic go-kart tracks, Super Soaker bumper boats, laser tag, kids rides, the list goes on and on. If you're looking for thrills, check out Heavy Metal High Ride. It's a monster. So what are you waiting for? Your adventure to fun is just a phone call or click away.
All year long, the farmer owners of Highland Dairy give your family the local, farm-fresh quality you deserve. What else could you ask for? How about a healthful and economical source of calcium and vitamin D with absolutely no added growth hormones and an average cost of about 25 cents per serving? That's the local quality and value of Highland.
Highland, it's a splash of fresh flavor.
And welcome back here to Point Lookout, Missouri, the campus of the College of the Ozarks. We're just down the road from Branson, Missouri, just a little south of Springfield, Missouri, and exactly 3.5 hours from Kansas City. I can tell you that for a fact. Let's take a look at this last possession, Rick.
Well, in the second half, they have gone without a post guy. They have spread the floor, and because Northwood is hugging their man, there's no help side. And here, long rotation for Horseman, a foul, Hunter goes to the line.
And that's a place he's very familiar at. 213 times during the regular season he got to the free throw line. And the good news is he shot 73%. If you're going to get there, you better make them, right?
You're exactly right. You don't want it to be hack-a-shack. But in this young man's case, almost 7 free throws a game. And almost 5 makes a game.
And struggling there. Very uncharacteristic. All right, offensively now for Northwood.
Well, I still think you have to go inside. You've got a mismatch with Cherno.
How about that style of going inside by Tyrone Davis?
We'll take it one way or another, either off dribble penetration or post up.
Davis has got 13.
The run and jump by Davis.
Well, they really are doing a great job, Rich, of space in the floor. Clark looks like he might have gotten hit there. He's looking for the foul. No call. Right in front of the official, Merlin Nice.
So it's been great ball movement, and more importantly, it's been great people movement for Oregon Tech here in the second half.
10 minutes to go. 40-34. Oregon Tech with a 6-point lead. Agnew with Hunter gardening. Well, I'll tell you what, Hunter did a great job defensively that time, didn't he?
He certainly did. He stood his ground. He made Agnew catch the ball a couple of feet off the block. But Agnew, you can't shoot a fadeaway when you got a smaller guy on.
No, you can't. You got to take it to the basket. Good look inside to Hunter, and count it. Great look that time.
How do you get yourself going on the offensive end? Play great defense. Hunter, excellent job. Forces the fadeaway, and then secures the rebound. And then a little back cut. Davis with the late arrival and the foul.
Hunter had 32 against Warner in their second game. And there, completes the three-point play. He's got 13 points. And it's a 9-point lead for Oregon Tech, their biggest lead of the game, with 9:25 left to go.
You can see the difference. Oregon Tech now has compacted their defense. Nobody outside the three-point line. Just Darren Northwood to shoot the three.
Well, Davis looking for some help there. Doumbé with 3 guys on him. And they're going to call the foul. And the foul's on Riddle. That is his second. So Doumbé will go to the line for 2. 6'8", 240-pound junior from France. So this Northwood team from West Palm Beach, Florida, players from Germany, France, Sweden,
as Roger just alluded to, from all over the world, Coach Massimino has brought him in. The only thing that's I don't understand is there's no guys from Italy yet. On the flip side, Oregon Tech has had great success with some Australian players and added another one in David Clark from down under this year.
Quickly down to the other end and in! Kyle Gomez! His second hoop. Couple of subs for Northwood. 15. Justin Mitchell has checked into the game. The senior from Boca Raton, Florida, is done. Will take it from three-point land. Won't go. And that was Mitchell that just checked into the game that got the rebound. Also Noah Keaton back in there. What a quick move there. How sweet was that? Tyrone Davis.
Stop on a dime.
Oh, he's got 15. And we got a 7-point game. 8:20 remaining.
Northwood playing a little anxious on a defensive end.
For 3. Oh, goodness. Jason Gamblin. Inside, outside. He's got 16. And it's a 10-point margin for the Hustlin' Owls. And we got a timeout on the floor. 7:54 left to go. Oregon Tech leads it by 10.
Everybody remembers the shot. But what about the pass? No pass, no shot. You need a special kind of player to get the ball exactly where it needs to be, exactly when it needs to be there. That changes the game. And that is what we do.
Your American dream is out there. Go get it. Dreams don't come easy. So put on your work boots, fire up your laptop, pour yourself a cup of coffee, because there's going to be some late nights. American Family Insurance is your American dream insurance. We protect more than your home, your car, your business, your life. We protect your dream. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it.
American Family Insurance.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guitar player is sick. But don't worry, we found a replacement. Mr. Peter Frampton.
Hello, Dale's Roadhouse.
Unexpected pleasures are the best part of life. Why not drive one every day? Introducing the all-new Verano. It's unexpected and unprecedented luxury for a car this size.
Nice.
The all-new Verano from Buick.
Welcome back. Next Tuesday at 8 Eastern Time, we have the men's NAIA Division I Championship game live from Municipal Auditorium in Kansas City, Missouri. This is the 75th anniversary of this tournament. You can see the championship game next Tuesday at 8 Eastern, only on CBS Sports Network. Rich and I will be there on the call, and it's always good to be in our hometown doing some college basketball, right?
Toughest tournament in college basketball. 5 games in 6 days. Some great history in that tournament.
Absolutely.
John Wooden coached in a national championship game. Actually didn't win it when he was at Indiana State Teachers College.
Doombay inside, and the whistle. Going to call offensive foul. Sense a little frustration right now with Northwood, Rich.
Well, what's happening is Oregon Tech is doing a great job of packing the defense in and just daring Northwood to shoot a three, and nobody's willing to take a three. Got to try and get something with a little bit more spacing. A little full court pressure.
10-point lead for Oregon Tech. They're looking to win their 3rd national championship. 04, 08. How about 4 years after?
In 012.
12, right? Clark for 3, can't get it to go, and Dunn the rebound. They were also in the championship game back in '98 and lost that one. Danny Miles, 41 years. You say 3 losing seasons in 41 years?
One in the 70s, one in the 80s, and one in the 90s.
Man, how about that?
That's unbelievable.
Davis loses the basketball. Now he gets it back. Now loses it again. Here comes Hunter. And they're telling Hunter to slow it down. 6:50 left to go.
Well, you got to space it, but you can't get too cautious here. There's still a lot of time to go. You got to still attack the rim.
Clark might have got away with a travel right there. 7 on the shot clock. Hunter on the baseline. That is a tough shot. And Riddle knocks it away, and then Davis comes away with it. Doombay. Hunter with the steal. Quickly to the other end. And Riddle was looking for the foul, didn't get the call, threw it away. And Northwood wants a timeout with 6:10 left to go.
30-second timeout, Northwood.
30-second timeout.
A little helter-skelter. Hunter reads the pass, and then Riddle gets caught in the middle, actually. The defensive man comes over, thought there was a little contact there, but he needed to use his left. Nice little jump stop, little left-handed bounce pass.
Hunter showing you some great defense, leads Oregon Tech in steals on the year with 77. And, of course, Tyrone Davis led the nation with 96 steals. So a couple outstanding defensive players for these two teams.
Right now, Northwood has to find a way to get an easy basket. Whether that's something inside or right now, it might just be a wide-open three. You've got capable three-point shooters.
They're 40% on the year from three-point land.
Well, you've got a guy like Horseman and Doumbé who will both shoot in the 40s. It's a situation where they've gotten a little gun-shy as the game has gotten tighter.
1 of 14.
0 for 4 in the second half here.
6 minutes to go. Dunn for three. Just can't find the range. And Gomez comes away with it. And here comes Oregon Tech. Start to work some clock now.
Not just yet. I think they're getting enough ball movement, enough people movement. You just got to continue to swing the basketball and see when you're cutting if you can't get an easy one.
Gomez will measure from three. Hits! Kyle Gomez. Inside, Davis can't get it to go. 13-point lead, their biggest lead of the night as we approach the 5-minute mark. Inside, Hunter open. Great look. Terrific look by David Clark.
This Gomez three is set up by great movement and just miscommunication by Northwood. And then on the opposite end, Davis thinks he has the lane. Gamblin takes it away. And then watch Clark with the nifty pass. Laser vision as he hits Hunter at the hoop.
And Hunter now with 15 points. And for Oregon Tech, with 4:56 left to go, they have got a 15-point lead. You see they're 4 of 7 from three-point land in the second half. Folks, this was a 19-18 game at halftime. Northwood had a 1-point lead.
Well, and we talked about what Coach Massimino's game plan on the defensive end. 58 was the number that he had to keep Oregon Tech below. At halftime, it looked like that was going to be secure. Right now, the Hustling Owls sitting there with 53, but in the first half, they're 2 for 12 from the three. In the second half, 4 for 7. But a lot of that has come because they've had great movement without the basketball.
And Danny Miles told us they probably need to hit 9 or 10 threes to win the game. Right now they're sitting on 6. And look at the assists there. Oregon Tech leading the way with 10. They have done a great job of spacing the floor, as Rich has mentioned. They've found the open man. They've been able to measure it from three-point land, as we saw Gomez there just a moment ago. Dunn. Horseman back outside. Doumbé can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Horseman, but Clark comes away with it. Now with 4:35 remaining. They'll pull it outside.
Well, and this is an Oregon Tech team that takes care of the basketball. Just under 12 turnovers a game for the season. Atypically 17 yesterday, but only 8 tonight. 1 in the second half.
Gomez off the window. Oh, in and out. And Horseman the rebound. It's been 4 minutes since Northwood has scored.
Foul number 15, David Clark.
And the foul's going to be on Clark.
His second.
That is his second.
The two things that Oregon Tech has done in the second half, they've gotten back in transition. I mean, right there is a perfect example. Davis was going 1-on-3 to try and create. But Oregon Tech doing a good job in defensive conversion. And secondly, they've done an excellent job of helping on any dribble penetration, thus taking away Northwood's offense.
For the 1-and-1, Davis 73% on the year.
Big second free throw. If you make this second free throw, you can get into your full court pressure. Try and trap the first pass inbounds and go for a steal.
Missed it though.
Look for the run and jump.
53-39, 4 minutes left to go. Oregon Tech in quest of their third Division II national championship. And Danny Miles wants a timeout. 3:52 left to go. Oregon Tech with a 14-point lead over Northwood of Florida. We mentioned that Oregon Tech has won this title in 04 and 08. They lost the championship game in 98. But here's some the past champions. Cornerstone last year, St. Francis, Oklahoma Wesleyan. There's Tech in 08. Mid-American Nazarene at Kansas. College of the Ozarks in 06. Walsh in 05. And then Oregon Tech once again in 04.
The Cornerstone team out of Michigan, a great story last year. They were playing for a young man who was battling cancer and was able to come to the game even though he was receiving treatment and very sick. And Cornerstone dedicated their season to him and came away with the prize.
Clark right off the back of Dunn, and then he missed the layup. Hunter gets it back.
Oh, that's one that they teach over there in New Zealand.
Oh, Gomez wide open.
Clark making up for that missed easy one.
16-point lead for Oregon Tech. 3:30 left to go. Gomez tying Davis up, and the possession arrow to Oregon Tech. Timeout on the floor. 55-39. Oregon Tech in control with 3:23 to go.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Learn more at NAIA.org.
Dixie Stampede is taking the rivalry up a notch with the all-new Rumble in the Treetops. Skilled lumberjacks climb, saw, chop, and log roll their way to victory as this new live action show unfolds right before your eyes. You'll enjoy a fabulous 4-course feast. All the skills, all the thrills, and all of you together.
Don't be late for supper.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaia.org.
Welcome back, along with Rich Savosic. I'm Roger Twyville, Oregon Tech, 55-39. Here was that inbounds play.
Little Kiwi trickery by David Clark. Unfortunately, doesn't finish.
And back to live action, Hunter brought it down, and now with 3:13 left to go, Rich, and a 16-point lead. How soon do you start fouling?
Right about now.
Hunter gets
right
his
about
own
now,
miss back.
Because you got a new shot clock.
3 minutes. And it's taken away from Riddle. Keaton. See that last field goal, 10:32 of the second half. And the foul there as Horseman was going inside and Gamblin fouled him. That's the fourth on Jason Gamblin.
That's what you don't want to do if you're Oregon Tech. You don't want to stop the clock. You want to keep it moving, make them score with the clock running.
Horseman had 4 in the first half. He's not had a field goal in the second half. And he's a guy that averages 12 points, 8 rebounds a game. He's their best offensive rebounder.
Again, Oregon Tech doing a great job with scouting report. Attention to detail. Take away the best scores, and they've done that with Horseman.
And he gets them both, 55-41. And the foul right there on Tyrone Davis.
Very important now if you're Oregon Tech. You must come back and meet the basketball. Run through the pass so that Northwood has to foul you like Davis did on that last possession.
Riddle gets it to Clark. And now Clark got caught in a trap right there. And he traveled, so the turnover at Northwood.
We had Bobby Hunter running away from the basketball. He needs to come back and help Clark out, send one of their big guys down.
Northwood with 1 timeout remaining. Doumbé has checked back into the game. Keaton for 3, can't get it to go, and they're going to call a foul on Doumbé over the top. That's his second.
That's been the story of the game for Northwood. They run a great play. They get an excellent shooter in Keaton open and fail to connect.
It looks like fatigue has certainly been a factor for Northwood here. Ooh, there was a dangerous pass that Clark was just able to come up with. And now timeout called by Oregon Tech. 2:21 left to go.
The strategy right now for Northwood is try and steal the ball in the backcourt. Double team as many times as you can. If you can get a steal like they almost had on the back pass, then go for it. Once the ball crosses half court, then you foul and try and extend the game.
Rolly Massimino was telling us earlier today about the great support he's gotten from friends throughout his basketball lifetime. Said Billy Cunningham's down in that area, comes to the games. Bill Raftery when they're down there.
I love the best one though was, you know, when he had surgery earlier in the year, he missed the first month of practice, and he had Dick Versace come in and run practice. So okay, the Hall of Fame coach leaves, and we're going to bring in an ex-NBA guy.
He says it's been so great. So many great friends and folks from throughout his career. Inbound to Riddle. And now the foul by Doumbé. That is his third. And that'll finally send Oregon Tech to the line for 1-1. So Riddle, the 32-year-old, if you didn't hear the story earlier, was the Oregon High School Player of the Year his senior year in Madras, Oregon. Went to a junior college for a year, then left basketball, left school, was out of all of it for 11 years as he missed that free throw. And now his senior year here at Oregon Tech. And the steal, and Hunter, and in. Boy, what a second half for Hunter as Davis pulls up and hits the jumper. And traveling call.
Hunter a little careless on the inbounds pass.
1:56 left to go. 57-43. Hunter's got 15 in the second half after only scoring 2 in the first half.
And he got himself started by working hard on a defensive end, got a couple of early steals that led to an easy one.
And Davis did the same thing, threw it off the back, and now he is fouled as he goes to the basket.
This is incredible because of how far it is. Watch how far this is, Roger.
It's off Gamblin. And then Gamblin fouls him, and that's his 5th.
That's a bad turn of events for Oregon Tech. You lose an 85% free throw shooter.
Well, he's got 16 points tonight as he Fouls out, and checking into the game be Alex Zerbach, 6'5" junior from Covington, Washington.
Zerbach, whose father played on the 1979 team that Coach Danny Miles led. And
a legacy, huh?
And he did tell us, though, before the game that he thought the son was better than the father.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he did. Right? Well, he's playing for him right now. You better say that, right?
Exactly. I'm not sure I was supposed to say that on TV, so if I wasn't, sorry about that, Coach Miles.
All right, Oregon Tech get the ball up the court. Hunter's just the guy to do it, and Horseman reaches in for the foul, his third. 1:48 left to go. It's a 13-point lead for Oregon Tech. And Doumbé checks back in, and Mitchell will sit down for Northwood. Important free throws right now in the final 2 minutes, Rich.
They certainly are, and Hunter was a guy who struggled yesterday from the free throw line.
Well,
was actually 8 of 13 from the line in the semis.
And he missed the second one. Oregon Tech didn't shoot a free throw in the first half. 14-point lead. The spin. And Riddle comes away with the rebound, and he's fouled. That's the fourth on Doumbé. 1:37 left to go.
This is quick on quick by Tyrone Davis. The cross, the spin, and Riddle still there.
And Riddle nails that first one.
Roger, you mentioned earlier that Riddle was a guy who took an 11-year hiatus from basketball, and as Coach Danny Miles mentioned to us, he was playing noon pickup ball when they first saw him, and he asked Coach, hey, do you mind if I try out for the team? Now he's a starter.
And it's a 16-point lead now with 1:30 left to go.
Great help side.
Horseman for three. No good. And it'll stay with Northwood. And that's really been the story, Rich, that three-point shooting for Northwood. They have just not been able to get anything done from three-point land. Horseman has it knocked away. Gomez gets it to Hunter. Slams it home. That's a little exclamation point right there for Oregon Tech. Gomez the rebound. 1 minute left to go. Northwood, as I was saying, 1 of 18 from three-point land. They just couldn't get anything going outside.
And it's been incredible because you're talking about a team that has shot over 40% from the three-point line all season long. Now both coaches clearing the benches, giving their second string a chance to enjoy the moment.
62-44. 43 seconds left to go. So Danny Miles, his 41st year as the head basketball coach, will pick up win number 971.
And that's not even counting how many wins he had as the head softball coach or the head baseball coach.
You're right about that.
At Oregon Tech.
They won in 04. They won in 08. And they're going to win in 012 as the reach-in foul right there, and that'll send Jordan Kiley to the line. Rich, having watched this team, and give me your perspective of Oregon Tech and this man's perspective on the kids that he coaches.
You know, it's amazing how well the pieces of this puzzle fit together. This is a team that really is a product of a sum of all their parts. And what he's been able to do is mold guys from New Zealand, from Oregon, from Nevada, from Utah, into a cohesive unit where everybody plays to their strengths. And I think that's the biggest key. They all play to their strengths and don't try to do anything they aren't capable of doing.
Final seconds rolling off the clock, and they're going to call the foul. Going to be on 55, Josh Johnson, the freshman from Perth, Australia. And 24, Jake Lockhart will head to the line. He's from Antigua. We asked Roley about next year. He goes, oh, I got a lot of good kids. He says, as long as my health's okay, he says, I'm back.
Oh, and he looks in great shape. I know he's not happy tonight, but he has to be very proud of this team and what they've accomplished this year.
And they'll just let the clock run on down. And that'll do it. For the third time, Oregon Tech has won the NAIA Division II National Championship.
Stick around, we'll have our Top 4 Championship Awards presentation coming up momentarily. Once again, that's the Rain State for the Championship Awards presentation.
(63-46) the final, and I don't think Danny Miles is retired anytime soon. 66 years young, his third national title, 971st win. Wow, how about that?
I got to believe that has to be one of the sweetest ones that he's had. Just, you know, as you talked about all the guys coming back over the years and to be part of this Oregon Tech family, that's what college basketball is all about.
It was 19-18 at halftime. Northwood had a 1-point lead in a game where neither team could really make any shots. They looked lethargic. They looked just sort of out of sorts. But it was Oregon Tech that came back in the second half and really got it together offensively. And Rich, you said it early on, their spacing was there. They moved the ball, they found the open man, and then they were able to make the shots.
You know, in that first half, it looked like they played tired on the offensive end. And then in the second half, all of a sudden, it was like pass and cut, and quite frankly, Northwood just couldn't keep up.
63-46 the final. Oregon Tech defeats Northwood in the championship game. We'll come back to Point Lookout, Missouri for more right after this.
What happened last night? Apparently we went to Jack in the Box at 1:54 a.m. and got 9 orders of tacos, 4 seasoned curly fries, and 7 real ice cream shakes. So who drove us home?
I did.
Oh, why are you still here?
He dared you to eat my keys.
And why didn't you call a cab?
He dared you to eat my phone.
Do you owe the IRS or state more than $10,000 in back taxes?
Introducing the official training bike of the Tour de France, the Proform TDF, the first ever indoor training bike that delivers everything you demand. A 20% incline and a 20% decline, so you'll experience exactly what the road does. Because it's powered by Google Maps, you choose the road and the TDF follows it. Every incline and decline, so no matter what comes at you, you'll be ready. The Proform TDF automatically adjusts resistance, incline and decline. Plus, with a built-in power meter, you'll know your exact output. You decide where to go when the official training bike of the Tour takes you there. And now that you've decided, we're ready to deliver. Order right now and get $0 down and a free upgrade on rush shipping. Call the number on your screen or go online today.
If you're tired of stabbing your fingertips to test your blood glucose, we have news that could change your life. The Embrace meter from Diabetes Care Club is nearly painless. And the best news is that Diabetes Care Club would love to send you one of these meters. Call now to find out why. Nearly 250,000 patients have joined Diabetes Care Club. Membership is free, so is the call.
Call 1-800-929-7414.
Talk to Diabetes Care Club. You'll be glad you did.
The NAIA Division II Championship as they defeat Northwood of Florida 63-46. And freshman guard Bobby Hunter for the Hustlin' Owls with 20 points and 9 rebounds, 18 of those points coming in the second half. Let's send it now to Rich Savosic and Oregon Tech head coach Danny Miles.
Coach, your third national championship. It's like in 04, 08, now in 2012, every 4 years. How does it feel for the third one?
It's wonderful. It's, you know, we thought we were going to be pretty good this year. In fact, we talked about 04, 08, and 012, but you never dreamed it would happen. And I'll tell you, defensively back here, we were just unbelievable. And we had our moments offensively, but we're playing good teams, and they're going to stop you. But I thought our second half execution was super tonight.
Well, in the first half, it was a slugfest on the offensive end. Both teams looked a little tired. You guys came out of the blocks in the second half. What did you say to your team at halftime?
Well, you know, our belief is score early or score late in the possession. And if we make 7, 8 touches, we're going to wear people down and get some looks. And we followed the directions and did a great job of it.
Defensively, you did an excellent job of taking away driving lanes and forcing them to shoot the three. How much of that was a game plan for you going in?
We thought going in, we were a little scared until we saw the video. When we saw the video, we thought our defensive strategy was going to win the ball game because it fit perfect.
Coach, with your third one, how does this feel compared to your first two? How does this team compare to those teams that won national championship?
Well, you know, they're all great. The other two are 16th and 11th seeds. This is our second seed. This is probably our most talented team because we have so much depth. Today, because of the minute and a half, I can't believe the timeouts is like a week, you know. But, you know, you don't even have to sub. And I told the kids we're probably going to have a shorter bench tonight. But you rest 2 minutes every 4, so it's pretty easy.
Thanks, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Rich, thank you very much. Danny Miles, as we take a look at the final stats, and there you see field goal percentage, 46% for Oregon Tech, just 30, and then that 3-point field goal number, 1 out of 19. And folks, keep in mind, this is the same team that hit 9 out of 20 in the semifinal game against McPherson. And of course, you know, the free throw line, well, Northwood did a good job there, hitting 15 out of 20. At the end of the day, Oregon Tech won the battle on the boards with 34 rebounds and 10 points off the bench. And I thought I got a kick out of Danny Miles talking about the TV timeouts because, let's face it, NAIA Division II, you're not on TV that often, and you get those timeouts at 16, 12, 8, and 4. And goodness sakes alive, he says, I don't even need to use my bench that much. We'll be well rested.
Those guys, they looked very well rested in the second half. And, you know, halftime adjustments were made, and these young men from Oregon Tech, they executed to a T. They spaced the floor. They moved without the basketball. They hit the open man. And just quite frankly, they wore Northwood out. And then on the defensive end, they came back with a great game plan of forcing the outside shot. They kept Davis out of the lane and made them shoot the ball with a hand in their face all night long.
Hunter had 20 points and 9 rebounds, 18 of those points in the second half. But Jason Gamblin was the guy on this night, 16 points, 6 boards. And really, if you look back to the first half, he had 9 points in the first half.
Well, he got them started the right way. He scored inside off of post moves, and he also can make the jump shot. But right here, he gets it inside, forces the defense down. And once you force the defense down on its heels, then you're going to get an offensive rebound.
And you know, the other thing, defensively, Oregon Tech did such a great job on Jonathan Dunn, averages 21 points a game. On this night, Rich, he only had 3 field goals and 9 points.
The one thing that they did an excellent job of on the defensive end is they shadowed him. So every time he put the ball on the floor, not only was he being guarded by his man, but there was somebody else who was coming over to help just in case he drove. And because of that, he never got many open looks.
Well, Rolly Massimino won the national championship NCAA Division I with Villanova back in '85. And it's step by step, just the 6th year of the program. Last year they made it to the semis. This year they made it to the final. They were the top seed. And he says, you know, I really like my team coming back. Dunn is the main guy they lose, but he says, I got a lot of good kids coming back, so I think we can look for Northwood to be back in this thing again.
Well, the good news for Coach Massimino, Tyrone Davis is only a junior.
Yeah.
So when you have your point guard, and as we talked about all game long, a guy who averages 4 assists to 1 turnover, that's a guy who can lead you to a national title game and eventually to a national championship.
Right, and Doumbé's just a junior. Horstman's just a junior. Agnew is just a junior. So he has got all of those players back. But you look at Oregon Tech and what Danny Miles has accomplished there, and you said it exactly right. Just he has pieces that fit, and you can tell the way these kids play. It's not about me, it's about the team.
And think about this. He's been there 41 years. He found a place that he fell in love with. They fell in love with him, and he never left. And he has now left a legacy at Oregon Tech that won't be touched. That's special for a coach. There's not a whole lot of coaches, I don't care what level you're at, that can say exactly what Danny Miles has done.
Well, he's already in the NAIA Hall of Fame. The court is named after him at Oregon Tech. He told us the other day, he used to be the AD, he says, you know, this is pretty easy now. I only work 40 hours a week, not 80 hours a week anymore. You know, he might be there forever.
Well, and does he still recruit? Yes, he does. The story with David Clark of how he was calling David and his family back in New Zealand, and you know, of course, he was calling him at 3:30 in the morning, and David and his mother didn't have they were just too nice. They didn't want to tell him that it was 3:30 in the morning, but Coach kept calling every single day, and David Clark ended up coming.
And you know, we talked about the fact he has a number of players from Australia, New Zealand, and they're all referrals. Kids that played for him, you know, some years ago that are back coaching in Australia and New Zealand. They said, look, here's the place you need to go. And that's the best kind of recruiting you can get, when your former players do all the work for you. Really.
Absolutely. I mean, and a trademark of a great program is just that. When your former players come back, when your former players refer other players to you because they've had a good experience. That, to me, says everything about Danny Miles, much more than the 971 wins in his career.
Well, this has been an outstanding event here in Point Lookout, Missouri, at the College of the Ozarks. The hospitality is always great. This is a very unique place. If people aren't that familiar, Rich, I know you've been down here a number of times, but the kids that go to school here, they all work as they attend school.
Well, it's nicknamed Hard Work U. Every student who comes is assigned a job, they work, and they get their education paid for. And tonight, Oregon Tech proved that it was all about hard work U.
It was a tough road, but they came through with the victory, their 3rd national championship, as they defeat Northwood of Florida. The final 63-46. The NAIA Division II Men's Championship has been produced by the NAIA in association with CBS Sports Network. For Rich Zavosik and our entire crew, I'm Roger Twybo. For scores, highlights, features, and more, go to CBSSports.com. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network. Now, let's go to Sioux City.